Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. It's Jordan here. Today I'm going to continue getting ready for the new studio space, and I'm going to do that by preparing two things. First off, my collection of collectible minifigures. I'm going to pull all of those off the wall, and I'm going to put them on some base plates. And then I've got a bunch of sealed sets that are on some shelves underneath the tables. I'm going to be pulling all of those out because I've got a pretty crazy idea for both of those things. So first off, here we go with the Muppets, the full collection, including Animal. And then the Looney Tunes ones, Marvin the Martian. That's such a cool fig. Same with Tasmanian Devil. All of them, actually. Then I've got two entire rows of DCs. You got Superman, Batman, Caveman Batman, Lobster Batman, Harley Quinn, a bunch of different Batmans, Mermaid, Rocker. Then we've got Marvel, so Loki, Spider-Man, Bucky Barnes, Vision, Gamora, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Wolverine, Beast, a bunch of cool characters, that's for sure. And then Simpsons, Milhouse, Flanders, Homer, Krusty, Bart, the whole crew. And the last ones that we're going to do there on the left are actually some CMFs, so just the collectible minifigures. Pretty much just a random assortment. Moving on to the next base plate, we got some more CMF. So the banana guy, the hot dog guy, the fairy captain, the firework, also some LEGO Movie 2 ones, and then a bunch of Disney ones. Some of the newer ones, you got Stitch and Prince John and Miguel, and then some of the older ones as well, like Mickey. There's actually the black and white Mickeys as well, and then just some random ones. And I want to fill the rest of this base plate with some Star Wars, like Snow Troopers, 501st Troopers, etc. So I put all those figures on the table there where I have some other base plates of figures. The tables are pretty empty, so I think I'm actually going to remove this section so that I can easily access the LEGO City tables and also the shelves underneath the LEGO City tables. So remove that section, which I believe was 25 inches by 70 inches. Could be wrong, but either way, that's approximately what it is. And then I also remove the 2x6s, which are screwed into the table frames that were supporting that section. Move some other miscellaneous stuff, such as my large LEGO sorters, out of the way so that I can freely access these tables. There's no denying it, everybody. This is nice. Being able to walk like this, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, this is how it was a long time ago. It makes me want to remove the other two sections. That being this one right here, you can see where it's not finished. Like the edging that is, and then this large one over here as well. But I don't think there's enough space to condense all of the buildings that are here and here in that section over there, because I need some table space for the move and also for what we're about to do. But this definitely does make me think about the future. Like, this is really nice. Maybe the bench work and the table setup in the new studio shouldn't have access points. Maybe it should be like this. It's hard to say. I don't really know exactly how it's going to be, and I don't know 100%, or I won't know 100% until we're actually in there, but that definitely is nice. However, if we do make it how it was, like with the access points, the new layout will be have a perimeter walkway, so there is that. It's hard to say. I don't know until we get in there, but I guess we'll find out within a month or so. So you know what? I decided that I love the accessibility. So I'm actually going to condense some stuff here in the LEGO City. I'm going to remove the train track that was underneath the raised platform. For some reason, I didn't move that before. But now I can slide some shorter stuff underneath the raised platform. And then I can cycle some of these modular buildings. We're on that other section that was connecting the two tables there. There's that piece of melamine. And that one there, I think, was 25 inches by 70 inches. And then once again, it's just supported by some 2x4/2x6s. Hop in there with the drill, remove those, get them out of the way. And now I'm going to be able to move freely up and down this row as well. Just once again, increasing the accessibility here in the LEGO room, which I think is going to be essential moving forward toward the move. There we go. Now that is real nice. Yes. Whew. You can actually come in here and see all the modular buildings and everything. Get right back here, and it's also going to make it a lot easier when it comes to moving this stuff. Like all the Lego under here. Now I no longer have to crawl. So that is absolutely excellent. The next thing I'm going to do is pull out all the sets that are under the LEGO City tables. Every once in a while I like to pull out all of these sets and have a look at them. Why wouldn't I? They're part of my LEGO collection. But eventually all of this stuff is going to have to move. So I'm just thinking to myself here, maybe it's time for a lot of this stuff to go. And also included in that is a bunch of the minifigures that you saw earlier in this video. And that brings us to today's sponsor, Whatnot. I'm going to be hosting an epic stream on Sunday, February 25th, starting at 12 p.m. Mountain Time. During that stream, I'm going to be auctioning off a ton of the stuff that you're seeing here today in this video. My Buy It Now store will be loaded with a lot of the sets that you see here today, and also I've got a bunch of CMFs in that store as well. The Buy It Now stuff is actually available right now on the Shop tab on my Whatnot homepage. In addition to that, I've got 10 giveaways lined up, where there's going to be 8 CMFs, also this Lord of the Rings Brickhead 2-pack, and the vintage truck. When you win a giveaway, I cover the international shipping, and of course, giveaways are free to enter. The cool thing is that if you're not on Whatnot, you can join using my affiliate link, which is in the pinned comment and description below, and when you join using my link, you're going to get a $15 credit, which can be redeemed on your first purchase. Joining Whatnot and redeeming that credit is a great way to support the channel, and of course, I highly appreciate it. Whatnot is a wicked online marketplace where buyers and sellers can interact via live stream. It's free to join, and when you use my link, you get $15 credit, which can be redeemed on your first purchase. How cool is that? I hope to see you there on February 25th at 12 o'clock Mountain Time. So as I continue to bring up all of these sets from the shelves, oh my gosh, I start to realize that I sort of have a problem, and it's rather difficult visualizing how much there actually is when it's tucked underneath the table, but when it's on the table here, it's like, oh my gosh. So I'm just thinking to myself, maybe I can start to sell some of this, probably not all of it, but some of it to help fund this new project that I'm be working on, which of course is the new studio, because it's a big undertaking and I'm prepared to maybe say goodbye to some of these sets. You know that song on TikTok? I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. I for sure don't have a problem, do I? Oh my gosh, that is so many sets. I never realized how many were under there, like honestly. Plus, that's not even all of them. There's 3 big ones under there. There's the UCS gunship, the UCS Razor Crest, and also the Lion Knight's Castle. So in regards to the minifigures, I will be parting with the majority of these. I feel okay doing that because I've got a really good selection of minifigs that are paired up with my sets. For example, all my Marvel minifigures on the Marvel shelf here, I'm pretty happy with the selection there. Also, like I mentioned, like going through an expensive time because pretty soon the space for the LEGO City specifically is going to be like, I think 4 times the size. And in order to develop that, I'm going to need a lot of capital. So all I'm really going to do is sell the majority of my minifig collection and buy other LEGO with it. So like things to make more Mills plates and make more custom stuff and make more giant hills and mountains and modular buildings or whatever it may be. And for example, like these ones here, Jose and I really like them. The black and white Mickey and Minnie, but they came in the Steamboat Willie set. So we technically have a version of these, so we're okay parting with those. And all of our other Disney ones, we've got a huge selection of those throughout the amusement park. And I've made sure to keep a bunch of those just so that when we get the amusement park back up and operational again, we can still do the character meet and greets. So I've decided that I think we can part with a bunch of those ones there. I do like the banana guy though, and I do like the hot dog guy, but it just becomes a point of like, which ones am I going to keep? Which ones am I not? Like, am I going to keep one Simpsons or am I going to keep them all? I am keeping the Simpsons, the ones that pair up with the Quickie Mart and also the Simpsons house. So of course, if any of these are actually tied to sets, which I think some of them are, for example, I believe she's tied to the Black Widow helicopter. I've got to go through here and pick some of these out just to make sure that I have all the sets that are being displayed in this. I have all the minifigures that are tied to the sets that are being displayed in this room, if that makes sense, right? But yeah, I'm going to be auctioning all these off. It's going to be insane, man. It's going to be so cool. Look at them all. This is so neat. Oh, I love base plates full of minifigures. So in addition to the ones that you saw me base plate off there from my personal collection, I have all of these CMFs over here as well. And then all of these sort of generic ones here. And then a ton of sets, which most of them will be listed in my Buy It Now store. During that auction, I've decided there's got to be a certain criteria, though. They have to be retired sets. I'm not going to sell current sets because why would I do that? Yeah, we got lots of cool stuff here, right? There's the AT-AT Walker. There's some GWPs. There's the ATTE, for example. That's a current set, so I'm not going to list that. There's the Assembly Square, Mini Disney Castle, all sorts of GWPs over here on this side. A couple more vintage trucks. The Guardians of the Galaxy ship. I think I've been holding on to this one since 2020. Some of these have been around for a long time. Like, it's not like I've put this selection of sets together overnight. Like, these have been around for a very, very, very long time. There's well, some of them have. I've been accumulating this for a long time is what I mean to say. There's the Jurassic Park one, a couple Venoms there, the Bad Batch shuttle, R2-D2, Meditation Chamber, a whole stack of the original 501st Battle Pack. Well, not the original one, but you know which one I'm talking about. So there's a whole stack of those. Behind that is the Dark Trooper Battle Packs. There's some Lunar New Year stuff. Got a couple Galaxy Explorers there. Some Brickheads, the 5-pack one there. And then there's the Razor Crest, the smaller one. This one here is the Imperial Light Cruiser, the ISS, a whole bunch of these. I don't think these are anywhere near, well, actually they might be retiring this year. I didn't even realize how many I had until I pulled them out. I was like, oh, okay. Because like sometimes I go to the LEGO store, like, oh, I need to spend another X amount of dollars to hit the GWP, so I just grab one of those and sort of go from there, and then eventually end up with a bunch of them. There's a Boba Fett helmet in there. There's, what's it called? The Imperial Probe Droid, another Lunar New Year set. This is the Chamber of Secrets, 4 Privet Drive, the Mickey Minnie 2 Party Boats, woohoo! Saturn V, Police Station Modular Building, Treehouse. There's the gunship that I was talking about. I guess it made it on the table. Some Brickheads, some other Brickheads here. Bunch of Speed Champions. There's the Sonic Ideas set. Central Perk. Oh, this should probably be in our backlog. Yeah, I should build that one. I think Jose wants that one. I don't know how that ended up underneath the table. But yeah, there we go. Pretty wild investment hoard. Nothing like it's huge, but not really like that huge. I've definitely seen bigger ones out there. But I want to try and like part with some of it. Obviously not all of it, that'll be impossible. But I want to try and part with some of it as I transition into this newer place, because like I've got to put new lighting in, and I've got to get some Lego. I got to get some more Lego for the Lego City. I've got to buy a bunch of lumber for building bigger tables. And I got to do a whole whack of stuff, put new toilets in and all this different stuff. So I just want to try and transition away from some of this stuff so that I can just move forward with a bigger, better Lego studio, really. Not that I like necessarily like have to, like I'm not in dire straits to the point where I need to get rid of the stuff, but it would just be, it would help cushion the blow a little bit, right? Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty wild. Yeah, but I feel like now that all this stuff is pulled out from under here, I've got some more room. So when I start like boxing up some of these totes of roads and whatnot, I've got another spot where I can like put them. So I've started putting some of this other stuff up off the floor under there, and I feel like it's just going to be easier to move if I just sort of start pulling this stuff up and get it ready to go. I'm excited for Sunday the 25th. Should be interesting. I've never really done something crazy like this before. There's a first time for everything though. I think the minifigures is really exciting. There's a lot of good ones there. Muppets and Marvel and DC and Looney Tunes and Simpsons. So there's a lot of cool collections there. It'll be fun to see those go to like transition to somebody else's collection. Yeah, pretty cool though. Now that we can walk through here, Woo! Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going to try and get the other one out eventually too. Like when I start actually physically moving, this one's got to go too because I want to get in here and it's going to be easier to pull all the stuff out from under there when that table insert is gone. So that for sure has to go ASAP. When the construction is done over there, that's going to be my priority. Like when I take possession on March 1st, going to get the construction done over there. And then once the construction, the dirty construction, like the sawdust creating construction is done, then I'm going to start moving all of the Lego over, and it's going to be like temporarily put over there. And then I'm going to start, and then once all the Lego is over there, then I'm going to start bringing over all of the shelving fixtures and building the tables, and then start reassembling our Lego room in the bigger, better studio. It's going to be epic. I'm so excited for March. But this is just like a stepping stone to March 1st. Woo! Pretty big one too. Everybody, thank you so much for coming by. I just wanted to share this experience with you as I move one step closer to the big move, the biggest move of my life. Everybody, thank you so much for coming on by. Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Farewell.